Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta, and thank you so much, everyone, for coming to check out our weekly chats again. We love having you here. And if you're returning, thank you so much for supporting us. And don't forget, if you like our videos, we'd love for you to hit that thumb icon right below this video. We'd love the support if you could subscribe to our channel. And if you don't want to miss any of our videos, just hit that bell notification. And you will be the first to be notified when our videos go live. Yay! Okay, we're going to get going and start on our teas. And today I'm drinking a tea called Orange Dreamsicle. It's a new one, and it's by a company called Sipology, and it's a rooibos tea. So did you know that rooibos teas are naturally decaffeinated? So it doesn't have to say decaffeinated tea. If you see that word rooibos, it's naturally decaf. It doesn't have any caffeine in it. So the ingredients of this rooibos tea are, sorry, I said it wrong. Actually, no, I did say it right. The ingredients of this rooibos tea, yeah, because it has the first ingredient is rooibos tea, pineapple pieces, yum, yum, yum.
Yay!
A bit of cane sugar. Now, cane sugar does have some nutritional qualities in it, unlike white table sugar. So cane sugar is still pretty good for you, and it doesn't spike your blood sugar as much as white table sugar does. So it's okay to have a bit of cane sugar, citric acid, papaya pieces, yum, orange peel, and I'm not sure, but it says natural flavors. So I'm not sure what's in that. But, you know, we've talked about natural flavors in our previous videos, and it could be natural flavors, doesn't mean it's all natural. There are some chemicals in it, but it's the last ingredient. But I wish they would put what was in the natural flavors, but as it's the last ingredient, I'm going to give it an okay for that. So this is Dreamsicle, and I have it in my steeper. Let's see if this works. I'm going to...
Yes.
There you go. You see that?
There
and then I put my cup underneath it. Can you see the water? It's going to be draining.
Yep, it's going down.
This is my steeper. So excited.
Yay.
All right. I'm going to try my tea. Cheers. And this is Dreamsicle, Orange Dreamsicle. Cheers. Very orangey. I can smell all that, the pineapple, the papaya. Okay, now it's your turn.
Yes, so I am doing Chai 5. It is a organic tea by Clipper. It is naturally caffeine free, which I love.
Yay.
The ingredients, we're doing caffeine free today. I guess we don't need any extra energy. The ingredients are cinnamon, fennel seed, ginger root, orange peel, licorice root for my girl,
yay,
cloves, chicory, and all of these ingredients are organically grown. I just think that this is amazing. This tea is actually sort of in honor of my girl Rosetta. It is packaged in the UK.
Yay!
Yes.
And I like the licorice in there. And did you know that she said fennel seed? Fennel seed is also a licorice tasting. What is it? It's a seed. Yeah, that's right.
It's a seed.
Fennel seed. Of course it is. It's
I don't know what you use fennel seed on, because you know, when I saw that I was like, fennel seed, what is that? I'm gonna check into it because I would
fennel seed. You can actually buy fennel seeds and eat them by itself, and it has a licoricey kind of taste. So you don't have to always cook with it, because a lot of times when you go to Indian restaurants, you know, I don't know if you've gone to Indian restaurants, but at the end, at the front, they'll have a little bowl where they have these things to refresh your mouth with. And in there it's fennel seeds and it's licorice, and that kind of cleans out your palate.
Oh, nice. Okay, cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
So, you know, we always like to kick our show off with our girl, Ellen. Ellen always tells us and employs us to be kind to one another and to listen to one another. She is in the middle of season 18, and as we know, season 19 is going to be her last year. So I know she's already spending more time planning 19, because 18 is just kind of going along. It's not her normal wonderful self. So I'm sure she's focused on 19 and making 19 the best season ever.
Can't wait. Can't wait. It sounds like it's going to be the best season ever. Hopefully it will be. And I'm excited.
A friend of mine, she goes, you and Rosetta, you always talk about Ellen. You should be aware she's going to give away tickets for a winning ticket, or tickets for someone to come and sit in the skybox, be there for the whole show. Yes. So we're going to do some research, because I'm like, well, what day? And she goes,
how do we get to go? Is she picking like one person and their guest or something? Is that how it's going to work?
Oh, I'm sure it's something like that, because, she wouldn't, I don't know, by 19, a lot of things will have shifted, and maybe it'll be safe to have different individuals in the skybox. I just know we're going to try and figure it out, because I also would love it if she would invite us to one of her 12 days of Christmas holidays. I think the energy in that room has got to be amazing.
We would love it, because we are Ellen people. We love Ellen, and I missed that announcement because I was away for 4 days.
Yes.
But I'm excited to hear that. So we'll have to do some research.
Yes.
On how to get onto the Ellen show.
And we will let you all know what we find out. So while you were out having fun, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan had their baby.
Yay! Congratulations. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. So great. After the miscarriage they had on their previous one. So this is great news. And they did it on Friday, which was a week prior to today. I'm trying to think back on the dates. 7th, 6th, the 4th.
The 4th.
June the 4th. I'm trying to think back on that. My days are kind of mixed up. And they had it privately with no paparazzi and no leaks. And they named the baby, I have the name here, Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor. And that is to honor the Queen and Princess Diana. So Lilibet. Now, I had not heard of Lilibet. I've heard of Lily.
Right.
So Lilibet is special and unique. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to start calling the baby girl Lily as for short. Unless they're old school and they really want to say Lilibet, could you imagine? Come here, Lilibet. I mean, that sounds like a name you would say when you're annoyed with the child or the child did something wrong.
Right.
Lilibet.
Right. When they say your whole name.
Yes, I would do that to my son instead of saying, because his name is Adam James Chow. So when I got annoyed with him, I say, Adam James Chow.
I know. And he's like, okay, Mom, what did I do?
So we are so happy. Can't wait to see pictures, and congratulations.
Yes. One of the things, a couple of things I think is very interesting is, number one, we always see the baby right after the birth. That's sort of like a English standard where they come out on the steps and they hold the baby. So a lot of people are like, okay, we understand that she's born in America. However, she's still an English baby. Where is she? So I'm sure they're trying to figure out a way how to present her to the world. And then the second thing, Lilibet is an affectionate nickname for the Queen. So yes, it is. I thought that was, to me, that was sort of like an olive branch from, Prince Harry back to the family, that I am still a member of the family and I love you all. And, Grandma, I want you to know that every day I will affectionately think of you as I look at Lily. I thought it was beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's so sentimental and just really touching. I'm so glad that they did that. They're actually in Santa Barbara. That's where they had the baby. They delivered the baby. So we'll see, because do you remember the first time they had their first baby, Archie? They didn't stand on the front steps. And I did not know this. I thought that they wanted to break that cycle and give Megan more time to actually recover. But,
Right.
through that interview with Oprah, we've come to find out that they weren't even asked to do that pose that all the couples do in front of the hospital, which was really
Exactly.
sad. So we'll have to see what they're going to do and when the first pictures will be splashed across the tabloids. That's what
Yes.
I say. But I'm
Yes.
excited to see because, I'm excited. I'm just,
Oh, I know. I am too. And for
yeah.
everyone, just to give you a little bit of background information, typically when Black babies are born, they're very fair. So trust me, you will not be able to look at the baby and say, oh, it's a Black baby. It's just going to be a beautiful baby. So get ready because Rosetta and I are so excited.
Yep, we are. And we'll keep you abreast as to what we find out. Unless you find something out before us, post it below, give us some feedback. But
Yeah.
us, we love to dish some lovely news. I was about to say dish some dirt, but it's not dirt. Dish some
Now,
news on them. No,
it's
it's
some
some
great
great
news.
news. I don't know why they have my brain. I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah. Vacation brain, vacation brain. So one of the I always look at individuals who are babies who they go from being baby stars to adult stars. And I think Raven Simone is just the cutest little thing. She stole my heart when she was on the Cosby Show. I loved her when she was on The View. I think it was either like near the end of 19 or last year, she got married. And, as most of us going through the COVID shelter at home, we've either added a few pounds or let go of a few pounds. So Raven just announced she was on Good Morning America. She lost 30 pounds in 3 months. And
Wow.
she didn't do it by going on a diet or anything like that. One of the things she said that, she always tries to do more low carb, stay away from the white carbs, which is a good thing for us to do. And she also talked about intermediate fasting. So between dinner and her first meal of the next day, she normally goes about 14 hours. And so it's working for her.
Oh, that's great.
She's still wearing the same clothes. She looked the same. She likes the baggy look. And she's like, until she knows that she can sustain this, she's not going to go out and buy new clothes. And there was this whole thing, sometimes I forget that, people are mean irregardless of your status. And she's had people who've been really mean and trying to fat shame her and all of that. And I know people who are like size 14, 16 on television, and they keep talking about how fat they are. And I'm like, just because you're not a zero does not mean you're fat. Are you healthy? Are you thriving? So Raven, congratulations and keep up the good work. Do it the right way, something that you can sustain that becomes a part of your life. And she's got like a podcast where she shares recipes and different things that she's doing.
I love that. I love that because intermittent fasting is becoming very popular. And I've actually been doing it on and off, more on than off for quite a while now. When I learned about it several years ago, and a lot of people don't understand what real intermittent fasting is, but when you really understand the real meaning of what it is and why you do it and do it the correct way, it can really lead you to a healthy lifestyle culture. And good for you, Ramon. Why did I say Ramon? Raven. Raven Simone. It's really great. And as you said, yeah, you're always going to have haters out there, lovers and
Yes.
haters. Don't worry about the haters. Do what you are doing and be the best person you can. As long as you're not doing anything unkind or evil to someone,
Yes.
those people, who are they? I mean, there's always going to be someone that's talking negative, whether you're the Queen to Beyonce to Jennifer Lopez to anyone,
Yes.
right? You lead your
Yes.
life the best you can. And as long as you are happy, don't worry about the other people. I know sometimes it can be a bit annoying and just
Yeah.
seeing it and hearing about it, but she's doing great. I applaud you. Great for you. And let's hope it can be sustainable. And it can be. I know it can be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I have a question for you, Rosetta. We all know that we're getting ready to go into Olympic status. Now, some countries are doing better than others as it relates to COVID. While the government is like rah rah hoo hoo, come 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 come, the people are trying to get messages out to family members in other countries saying don't come. um, COVID is not under control. We still have concerns. Now, I know that they're going to put, the people in bubbles. They're going to go there early. They're going to start living and being there. And my question is, because I'm very excited to see Simone Biles compete. I love her. I think she is just so cute, as well as the entire gymnastic team. I'm so excited. If your son was an Olympian, would you let him go?
Good question. So with me, as long as he's vaccinated and he's wearing his mask and makes sure he takes precautions, then I think I'd be okay with that. The one thing that I would make sure is that, are they going to put them in the bubble? You said yes, they are going to put them in the bubble. As
Right.
long as it's not mass crowds. And I don't think that this Olympics is going to be that way, right? They're deterring a lot of audience participation, right? It's just going to be
Right.
the Olympians. So I think it's going to be okay as long as they put them in the bubble like they did for the NBL, National Basketball League. I think it's going to be
Right.
okay, right? So
Right.
as long as my son's vaccinated, he does his thing, make sure that he washes his hands, wears his mask. Hopefully, I'm hoping that the Olympic committee will actually say that all the Olympians who go to the Olympics will have to be vaccinated and show proof that they're vaccinated. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. So
Yeah.
I don't think I would have an issue. What about you?
I would have to have a little information about the bubble. What does that mean? They're going to be in a bubble. So are all the Americans going to be in a bubble? Because, and all of the Japanese Olympians are going to be in a bubble, Australian are in a bubble. Because say, for example, when you're competing and say you're a runner, you can't run in a mask, you'll fall out. So you're going to have to share airspace. And I agree with you. I think that there has to be a way of knowing that this person is COVID free. I think what they should do is when they get there, they should, give them all a test. And every, like Wendy Williams, she has an audience and she says that they test every day. But they don't have to do the swab up the nose, they do the saliva. I think the people should test because one of the things that you and I both know, you win a gold medal, you want to go out. You want to go off the grounds, you want to go out and be with the people. And I think that might be risky. And they're talking about not necessarily allowing parents to travel with some of the children. So it's just going to be the coaches and the athletes. So I would be concerned. However, this is probably a once in a lifetime. So I would lean hard on the coach. You better protect my child. If my child gets sick, I'm going to kick your little butt. I am
Well,
going to pray to God.
if they've had their vaccine and they're tested, I think that's okay. And I think that it'll be like the National Basketball League where they have them in the bubble. And the only time that they take their masks off is when they're actually competing.
Right.
So I think that's going to be okay. I think it's going to be good. And as a parent, if I had to let my son go by himself, I'd be okay. Because as long as there's an adult supervision there, which would be the coach, and the coach
Right.
knows the policies and procedures, I'm okay with that. It's the same as the NBL, right? Everyone's
Right.
in their bubble and they just took it off when they were playing basketball. And then towards the end, when they had a certain time in the bubble and then family could come, I think, if they were
Yeah,
not
they
really
also
sure.
had, players acting badly that would sneak out of the bubble because some people got sick. They got COVID and they, thank God they were able to go back and isolate. I mean, like one guy was like, I just wanted some Chinese food. I mean, dumb. That's what you place an order. You go to the people facilitating and you say, I am just craving a pizza. I got to have some pizza, and let them get you the pizza. Don't act badly and go out and get it yourself.
Right. So as long as there's real strict supervision, I'm okay with that.
Yes,
Nobody's allowed to leave. Nobody's allowed to go out, like you said, and get whatever food. I don't know
right.
in Japan if they have like delivery. Hopefully they have some kind of delivery, but it should be like that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. But
And I know that, some of I remember when Michael Spinks was swimming, and remember, I think, wasn't he doing something like 15,000 calories a day? So
right.
I understand you could need a midnight snack. Okay. So they should keep that in mind as they're setting everything up. They should have
Yeah.
like a cafeteria style, or the little thing where you can just go and punch buttons and take the food out the
Yeah,
little
like a
slot.
vending machine kind of thing where they
Yeah.
have the doors and you can open them or whatever
Yeah,
it
you
is.
can open it and take what you
Yeah.
want, and
Yeah.
go sit down and eat it.
Yeah, that's a
So
good idea. So we'll keep you updated. We know just as
yes,
much as you, and we're hoping to see it become very successful. Hopefully they don't cancel it. And because it does take a lot of money, right, to reschedule it
yes,
all. So I think that they should keep it
yeah,
going and do all the protocols and procedures, and we'll keep you all updated. And what do you think? Put your comments and
yes.
feedback below. We'd like to
Comment
hear
below.
from you. Yeah.
Yes. So, as we shared with you last week, June is Pride Month, the entire month. And it's very, very exciting because San Francisco has been one of the best cities in the country handling the COVID virus. And they are so, Mayor Lundy, great job, great job. She even received an atta girl from the Speaker of the House saying, you've done a great job, exceptional. And she gave her a little applause. So what they're going to do is tonight, they are having what they are calling Pride Movie Night at Oracle Park. And at the park, they are going to show two movies, one tonight and one tomorrow night. Tonight is In the Heights. Everybody is pumped to see this movie because it's like Hamilton on steroids, because it's current young people. They've talked for weeks about the making and the choreography, and teaching all of these individuals from all ethnic backgrounds how to rock and roll and how to dance. I'm very excited to see it myself. And then tomorrow night, they're going to show a movie called Everyone is Talking About Jamie. And this is an experience of a young 16-year-old that knew and became a drag queen, and what that evolution goes to. I'm always looking for me a person that's a drag queen, because I think they are the most amazing makeup artists on the planet. And I'm always like, don't you want to come to my studio and play with my makeup? Come on, we'll have so much fun. So this weekend, there's going to be a lot of people out and about. And most people are still saying, I'm going to be safe with my mask. They're just going to be outside having a great time, great experience.
Wow, that sounds fun. If I was in San Francisco, I'd probably go, and I can't wait to see Into the Heights. It looks
Yeah.
like an amazing, amazing movie. Can't wait to see it in the theaters. And they had that, didn't they have Into the Heights in Broadway before Hamilton, correct?
I don't know if it was in Broadway or not, because they, in most of the communications about it, I know this one is like a new version.
Right.
So I don't know if they had like a smaller version that was on Broadway. And since we're talking about it, Broadway's back in September.
Wow.
Open live Broadway shows.
Amazing. Yes.
If you've never been to a Broadway show, you are missing a great experience. It is, when you're in New York and people, as typical, some people get very, very dressed up with the diamonds and the tiaras, and some people are very casual. However, to see that talent up close and personal is amazing.
Yeah, I've never been to New York, so I have yet to see a Broadway show, but I have been to London to see the West End shows. And I can
Yeah.
only imagine what the Broadway shows are like. So yay. And can you imagine all the jobs that are coming back now that Broadway is
Yes.
open? I'm so excited for
Yes.
everyone. Hopefully all the people that had jobs will come back, because I know that they're
Yes.
saying that it's really hard now to get people to come back to get their old jobs, because they're saying that I think unemployment. They're making more than they used to make when they were working. So hopefully everyone in Broadway will come back that was working in Broadway. But I'm looking forward to that, and Into the Heights.
Yes.
If you are going to watch Into the Heights, and or you've seen I think it was a Broadway show way before
Right.
Hamilton, comment below because we'd like to know what your thoughts are. But it looks amazing from all the commercials and TV ads and trailers. So I can't wait.
Yes. And once Rosetta and I check it out, we will talk about it and let you know what we think about it. And we'll give you a little heads up, spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear about this part, skip ahead.
Yeah. Yep. Exciting.
So as Rosetta said, she has been away for a little bit. Rosetta went to Vegas. How was it? What did you do?
Yes, I did. Sorry, I can't tell anything. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, as you
Oh,
know.
whatever. That's not going to work.
It was amazing. We drove on Monday and it was an 8-hour drive. And this is the second time we've driven to Vegas. Love it. I just didn't want to go through all that, the security and all that on the planes and stuff. So this is the second time we've driven. It's not that bad if you have two people driving, 8 hours. And it was really good. So we wanted to see how they were handling all this vaccine and masks.
Right.
And we noticed that a lot of people, it was hit and miss who was wearing masks. But did you know that in Vegas, they opened up, which is the mandate as of June the 1st, you don't have to wear masks indoors. So Nevada state, they said that you don't have to wear masks indoors anymore if you don't want to. Now, some of the establishments like restaurants, they did have signs that said, if you're not vaccinated, masks are strongly suggested.
Right.
If you have been vaccinated, no masks needed. So you're going by the honor system here, and we're not sure if people are really following that. So if you haven't been vaccinated, we don't know. They could still be going around without masks. There's no one to say, show me your vaccine card or anything. So it was really weird. Now, outdoors, I wasn't wearing a mask, but indoors, yes, I was. But people were not. A lot of time, I would have to say probably 95% of the people were not wearing masks indoors because of the mandate saying you don't have to wear masks. So it was really weird. And but Vegas, I was thinking that Vegas would be packed, but it wasn't as packed as pre-COVID. I was shocked. Now, we stayed at the MGM Grand Signature and we were walking around the MGM Grand Hotel. I felt so bad because it was still so sparse and there wasn't that many people. Like pre-COVID, you'd go and there'd be people everywhere. Everywhere you turn, there'll be people. But here you would see like still some restaurants are not open or their hours have been shortened. And there are some, it's like some areas were like, wow, there's nothing. Like shows, a lot of shows have not come back yet. Very few shows are back up. And we didn't see anything because usually when we go to Vegas, we like to watch one big show. We didn't see anything that we wanted to watch. Like all the Cirque du Soleil shows are not open. There was David Copperfield, but the problem with that was that two problems with that, two challenges. One was that they didn't have any seats for 3 people, which was really ridiculous. They had seats for 4 people, but they couldn't release it to 3 people. And 2, get this, the discounted price for David Copperfield, if you get it like with a coupon, is $122.
Discount?
Yes, that's a discounted price. So you could imagine, right, for 3 of us, we did see families going, family of 4. So that's about $400 and some odd per family. But I don't know if I want to spend $122 on David Copperfield. So we ended up not watching any shows, and I really want to see, but I probably won't get to see Bruno Mars is coming to Vegas. So I was
oh
like,
my
what?
God. Yeah. Oh my God, I love him.
Yes, and we were listening to the radio and they were doing contests to give away Bruno Mars tickets. And I was like, wow, I would love it. You know, Bruno Mars, his tickets sell out. As soon as they say Bruno Mars, people are on it.
Yeah.
So by the time you get to go, you'll get
minutes.
Yes, you'll get you may get a seat if you jump straight on it, but it'll be like the nosebleed seats and it'll probably cost you an arm.
It's almost like going to see Celine Dion, who just announced she's going back to Vegas later on this year.
Yes, yes, yes. And they were showing some other people that were going to be doing some shows in Vegas. Always Barry Manilow is always there, so he's going to be
Yeah.
there. Shania Twain is coming back. She's going to be there.
Wow.
Who else was there? There's Gwen Stefani. Gwen Stefani is going to be there.
Nice.
Obviously Bruno, Bruno Mars, and then she said
Yes.
Celine Dion. So yeah, so
Yes.
Vegas it is, and Vegas, it wasn't too bad. When we went there, it wasn't in the triple digits. So we got
Oh,
lucky.
nice.
Yes.
Nice. Because it's supposed to be headed that way now. I have a girlfriend that lives there and she's like 111 today. And I thought, oh my God.
Yeah, that's the only good, that's the sorry, good thing. That's the only bad thing about Vegas. It gets to the triple digits. But
Yeah.
it wasn't too bad when we went. So that's where I was these past few days, enjoying
Okay.
myself. I missed a lot of news of what was happening with Ellen and other things. So that was my trip, dears. Everyone
Oh,
watching. If you've been to Vegas recently, give us feedback, what you thought, how you
oh,
liked it. I actually liked it because it was less congested.
yes. Yes. The locals are appreciating. On one hand, they're appreciative of the lack of so many people. And on the other hand, they wish there were more people because financially it's just, it's hard. That's
Yes,
all.
it really
Yeah.
is. It really is.
So, as you know, things are changing in Bachelor land. I heard that Chris Harris is done. He is not coming back
Yeah,
at all.
that's sad.
So they Monday they released the new showings of the Bachelorette with Katie and Tasha. What was the other girl's name? Is it Caitlin? Yeah, Tasha.
Tasha and
Yeah,
Caitlin.
yes. So they are now the two spokespeople replacing Chris Harris. And the interesting thing is, what did you think of Katie as a Bachelorette?
Oh, I loved her. So are you saying, because I didn't know this, I know that Tasha and Caitlin came back, but are you saying going forward they're going to be the two people hosting it, or just for this
Just for
season?
just for this season. I don't
Okay,
know, because after this, it's the teacher that
right,
Matt sent home.
right,
I don't
right.
know if they do a good enough job, they may continue. I just know that Chris is done. I thought, he would, everything would be okay. He would skip a
Um,
few things. And he's not coming back to Bachelor in Paradise either. Now, Bachelor land, producers. Okay, I'm not a big fan. I don't watch it every season. However, rumor on the street is you're thinking about allowing comedians to do that, and I'm like, no,
no, if you're
it's still,
watching, we don't want comedians. We want someone that's hosted before and knows the whole gig and can be kind of, I mean, you're not going to get anyone to replace Chris. I mean, they're not going to be exact, but someone that's, give people a chance, right? Other people to host
right.
instead of comedians. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. So going back to the Bachelorette, the
Yes.
opening premiere show, I'm pleasantly surprised. I really loved it. I love her. I love her as a Bachelorette because she knows herself, and we know that she likes a guy with a sense of humor. So a lot of them came with their sense of humor. I loved it. And you know who I liked? I liked many of them, but the one I did like was, I think it's Connor, who dressed up as the cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought
She
that was,
didn't like his kisses though, so I don't know
oh,
if that.
wow. Let me get to that. I loved him. He was
Oh,
so cute as a cat. And I thought,
right.
how nice. And she loved it. But when he did his one-on-one with her the first night, oh my God, it was like a savage. A savage. He kissed her and he's like, like
And
too
she,
much, too much,
I'm
Connor.
surprised she didn't go, whoa, back up, baby.
I was like, slow it down, slow it down. You're not trying to eat her.
Yes,
And it wasn't
yes.
just once, it was a few times that he had done that.
Well,
I was like,
I think it was Tasha said something about his cat makeup was all over her face.
it was. The first
Wow.
time he kissed her and then she pulled back, it was like all over the face, and they mentioned that. I mean, one time is okay, that's enough, but to do it 2 or 3 times, just you're not trying to eat her, Connor, please don't try and eat
Yes.
her. But I really thought that he was, besides that, I thought that he was very daring to go in a cat suit because he's done his research and he knows she likes cats. So for the
Yes.
guys that actually did their research or saw her in the previous Bachelor, I love it because they're really understanding who she is as a lady, her quirks, what she likes, and he knows that she likes cats. So
Right.
he took off his hat, his cat hat, and he actually wasn't bad looking. He's kind of cute.
All right.
And this season, all the guys, oh my God, I have to tell you, majority, 97% of them are so cute. They really are. They made me laugh. They're
Oh,
funny. They're hilarious. They're trying their hardest, and they actually don't seem creepy. You know how some men they try too hard and they're creepy?
yes.
They didn't seem creepy. They were just funny because they knew that she liked a sense of humor, a guy with a sense of humor. So for those of you who haven't watched it, you're missing out. Please tune in next week and watch it because I love these guys. They're just like, oh my God, they are good looking. They are good
All
looking.
right.
So
All right.
that's
So
really
Rosetta
great.
has set us up for it. Everybody's going to have to check it out, and do comment down below. What do you think about them letting Chris go? Do you think that that's too much for what he did? Do you think it was because they don't believe he will come around? Oh, and the most important thing, Rosetta, you're not going to believe this. He was given 8 figures to walk away.
Well, wow.
That's like 10 million to 99 million is 8 figures
They gave him that to walk away.
to go away.
I thought that that was his choice not to go back.
Apparently he had some kind of clause in his contract. He got paid.
I thought that he had decided not to, but I guess I can understand from their perspective where they're coming from because of his comments and the things he said. I thought that was a bit, I mean, for Chris Harrison, he should know better than that, right?
Right.
To
You
say the
would
things
think.
he said, you would have thought that he would have stopped and took a breath and was thinking it through his head before he kept going, right? Every time
Yes.
he kept talking. But I can
Yes.
understand they don't want someone to represent you. It's just like anything, right? You don't want someone to represent your brand if that's what they've done. Like if you notice, like a lot of times they will let people go, like American Idol let some guy go because of his thing he had done in the past. And
Right.
Bachelor Nation, they had second thoughts on Rachel, right?
Right.
So
Right.
they know what they're doing, and they didn't want Chris to represent them anymore. I can understand. He got a pretty good penny, so I'm
Yeah.
sure he can't complain about that. And I didn't know that, but that's shocking. Wow,
Yeah. I was shocked. I was like 10
wow,
plus million to go bye-bye. Some of
yeah.
these packages that people are acquiring is mind-boggling. So, fans, what do you think? Tell us down below. What do you think?
Yeah, we'd love your comments. And I loved Tasha and Caitlin being the host this season. They're doing a good job.
Yes. So we'll let you know what we think of next week on our next
Stay
chat.
tuned.
Rosetta also shared with me that, oh my God, Hamilton is coming to San Jose. I love, Broadway plays. I love the ability of just relaxing and enjoying. And I actually prefer San Jose to San Francisco. While they talk about how the aesthetics for San Francisco is more in lockstep with, New York and all of that. However, the community in which it's located in San Jose
Yeah.
is much, much nicer from my perspective as a woman walking on the streets. So, people, are you going to go see Hamilton? I know I'm going to try and get me some tickets.
Yeah, San Jose, it's coming towards the end of the year in October. And I knew Gloria wanted to see it live. And I did go and see it in San Francisco, but you're right. The aesthetics of where it's set is less than inviting. So I understand why a lot of people don't want to go to that part of San Francisco, even though it is more in tune with like Broadway and the West End. But San Jose is going to be great, and get your tickets, dear. It'll be
Yes.
amazing, amazing,
Yes.
amazing.
And, Rosetta, she's just out and about. I'm still, sheltering down. My husband has some special health issues that I have to be very careful. My girl went to the movie theater.
Yes, we did. Me and my family went, my husband and my son, we went to see Quiet Place 2 with, yes, yes. So you didn't see, I'm assuming from that reaction, you didn't see Quiet Place 1, did you?
No, no.
Okay.
When
It
she's
wasn't
trying,
too bad.
okay, when she's trying to have a baby and the monster thing is that close to her head, I told my husband, I'm like, it's over. I would be screaming, I'd be dead.
There were some jolting moments in the theater, I have to say. It wasn't all calm, but that's what they wanted. They wanted that kind of reaction from the sounds. And the acting is so great. The girl, the daughter that plays the deaf and dumb, she's actually deaf and dumb in real life.
Oh,
And
wow.
she's amazing. She does, through her reactions, her emotions, her facial expressions. She is a brilliant actress. And
I
they
love
should
that.
give her some kind of nominee. They should nominate her for something, Golden Globes or Oscars or something, because she's amazing, amazing,
I
amazing.
love that.
And I loved the experience of going back to the movie theaters. We went to Valley Fair, Westfield Shopping Center, the Icon movie
Oh,
theater.
yes.
Yes. So we sat on the top half and we reserved seating. There wasn't anyone beside us. And they want you to wear masks in the theater. But as long as you're seated, you don't have to wear masks. And we actually got popcorn.
Oh
So,
my God. I miss movie popcorn so much.
well, you can go because it's pretty safe because it's not that crowded in the movie theaters. You know how before it was really crowded everywhere, there's people
Right,
everywhere. It's
right.
still not that crowded. So you should go earlier on than later because it's actually not bad. Make reservations online because you can buy tickets online and they
Right.
usually block out the seats because of the social distancing. So you're all good to go. And the Icon, they make you prepay for your what is it, concessions prior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when you're buying the tickets online, you buy your food as well at the same time.
Also, when you get there, like before, they would give you those tubs and popcorn would be all over the top. That do they
Yeah.
pre-pack it different now?
Yeah, they do it. They actually get it for you as soon as you get there. So you show your thing saying what you got and they pack it for you. Instead of having them all fill the bags of popcorn underneath that heating lamp, they fill
Right.
it as needed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got you. Perfect. Well, I'm excited and we will continue to keep you up to date on movie. So as we all know, there is a conversation that the president is having with Congress, and he's trying to work with the House and the Senate to better provide infrastructure for Americans. And sometimes when people hear infrastructure, they think of streets, roads, bridges. No, we're talking about, all this stuff going on with cybersecurity. That's infrastructure. The fact that when COVID hit, we had children that don't have internet in their homes and everything went to online. They had to sit on the ground at Starbucks and McDonald's to use the free Wi-Fi to do their homework. That's what the president is talking about. So every week I'm in a meeting and someone talks about cybersecurity. And one thing I wanted to share with you all, they shared this week, the most important thing you can do is change your password. As we know, the president announced that they were able to retrieve a lot of the money that they had to pay to get the pipeline reopened because it was in cryptocurrency. So we know that that happened. However, the best thing is that they are now going to start tracking these people. As a matter of fact, the president is out of the country. He's in England, and then he has to sit down with President Putin. So the communication and the support of the alliances of countries that are, going to be there for each other, that's starting to be more and more prevalent. So suggestions they gave were, of course, don't make your password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't make it ABCDEF. Okay. Don't make it your house address. Try and make it unique. And the one thing that I always I heard it at a meeting, I started doing, and they said, make it a phrase. It's hard to figure out a phrase. I always thought it was interesting. I don't know about you, Rosetta. You know how when you're logging in and you're creating a new password and it comes up and it says, this password has been created for you? And I'm like, who the hell are you that created the password? You think I'm going to say, oh, yes, please? No.
Well, they
I,
they come up with the password, and the problem with the password, it's mumbo jumbo letters and numbers. Who's going to remember that?
exactly.
It's
And
like
if you don't
ridiculous.
remember it, you can never log back into whatever you're registering for.
I know, unless you say, remember my password, right? And
Right.
then when you go in, they do that face recognition if you're on your laptop. If you have face recognition on your laptop or your iPhone and laptop, I mean your iPads,
Right.
right? That would
Right.
work. But I always say choose my own because it's easier for me to remember.
Exactly. So just be aware. Um, if you are somewhere, the new thing that's going on right now is people are receiving emails from companies like Walmart, Amazon. I'm confirming your order. If you haven't placed an order, either click spam or ignore it completely. Do not open it to say, what the heck are you talking about? Just ignore it. So cybersecurity is something that, okay, at a high level, the government is trying to help us. However, at an individual level, we also have to be cognizant of our action. You know, when I go to the bank and I put my pin in, I put my hand over the little thing, you know, so if somebody has, you know, installed a fake camera or something, they can't get my information because we just don't know. So just be careful. Rosetta and I will always try and share any information that we have and that we find out about
Yeah.
cybersecurity.
And good tip to that Gloria said is to change your password every 30 days. That's
Yeah,
really important. I know it's a hassle,
it's a
but that's the
pain.
best. But what's more of a hassle if they get your information? That's more of a hassle.
Absolutely. So, as you know, Rosetta and I are in Northern California, and we're excited because next Tuesday, June 15th, is the magic day. That's the day that things are supposed to open up in California, where you're not required to wear a mask inside anymore. Now, there is confusion between what Cal OSHA says, what the CDC says, and what California says. So they're trying to work it out because they want everyone to be safe. And, you know, our government is trying not to mandate, you know, everybody has to do this. They're trying to leave it up to the individuals. So our suggestion is read the door. On the doors, they will say mask required. If they change it, they might say mask optional. Do what feels good to you. Do what you can do to keep yourself and your family safe. Um, in California, they weren't getting the number of shots that we needed to hit herd immunity. So they started running lotteries. And ding, 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 as people started winning, people started getting shots in arms. So that seems to be working for us here. And I hope people are doing their own personal research and not just listening to someone else. I have a dear friend, and she was like, I don't think I should get the shot because President Trump never got the shot. And I go, yes, he did. And she goes, no, he didn't. He got something else, and I want what he got. And I said, okay, number one, he was the president at the time when he got COVID. Number two, they created a cocktail to help him go through the process of COVID, but he still was sick. And number three, in January, before he left the White House, he, his wife, and his children all received the vaccine. So do your research, know your information, because we had, I think the president just gave away or made a statement that the United States is going to give to less fortunate countries 500,000 vaccines. What that means, my dear Americans, if you didn't get your vaccination and things with these new, you know, different variants of the virus start kicking, you may not be able to get a vaccine. So be very, very smart in your selections. Like someone said earlier this week, they said there are people who don't believe what they see. If someone tells you, no, the sky is not blue, it's pale, and you look at the sky and you see a blue sky, believe it. Do not let someone mind manipulate you, because it's your health. And I know that there are situations where children are now being considered, and some of the kids that have received the vaccine, they are experiencing some problems. However, that is nothing compared to getting COVID and dying.
That's very minor cases for the kids. So
Yeah,
so get your vaccine if you can. And yeah, the lotto seems to be working for people. I know that it's sad that it has to come to this. I mean, I wish people would take the vaccine because they're educated and knowledgeable enough to know why they need to get the shots. But if this is
right.
helping, why not? We need to get it out there. And yeah, so just like Lori was saying, June the 15th in California is when everyone is going to be able to wear, go out about and not wear masks indoors. It's the same as Nevada, where I was just at. They did that in June. I don't know, they started June the 1st. The whole
Right.
state is allowed to not wear masks indoors. And it's up to the establishment. Each establishment has their own policies. So please read what it says, because one establishment may want you to, and one establishment may just say, like in Nevada, it said, if you're not vaccinated, please wear it. Strongly suggested. If you're vaccinated, you don't need to wear it.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just on a system, and you just go by what the establishment says. But we'll see what happens June the 15th here. And I
Yeah,
think that I'm going to keep wearing my mask.
I am too.
Yeah,
I am
just for a
too.
while longer, just to see how things pan out.
Exactly. And, Rosetta and I are cruise girls. We cannot wait to get on a cruise ship. And so earlier in the week, a ship took off. It's called the MSC Seaside. And it's a Mediterranean cruise. And what their requirement, you did not have to show proof of vaccination. I didn't know that until a few minutes ago. I was like, what? So you were able to get on the ship, and then they said, but what they would do is, I guess every 96 hours they would test. And that's how they found two individuals, and not individuals that were living in the same place. Strangers tested positive. Now, this is the part of the process that I don't want to have nothing to do with. So they were on their way to Sicily. When they got to Sicily, they took the two passengers and anyone traveling with them and left them there. Now, I always buy that little extra insurance that says if anything funky happens, like if I get on a ship and I get sick, I want a helicopter to come get my butt and take me to a hospital. If they didn't have that, God help them, because they are going to incur some possible expenses just to save their lives before they get to come home. So American ships are watching this to see, okay, how do we do this? Now, if you get on a ship in Florida, it is against the law for them to ask if you have been vaccinated. If you get on the ship in Seattle, you have to have proof. The reason that Florida is doing it is there's so many fake vaccination cards. And I think that is the biggest irresponsible thing a person can do. If you don't want to take the shot, be man or woman enough to stand up and say, I don't want it and I'm not going to. Don't go out and buy a fake card so that you can do something where you could get people sick, as these individuals, they were asymptomatic. They didn't feel like anything was going on. However, the ship is not going to take the risk that you are asymptomatic and you can get the whole ship sick, the crew, the passengers. So they took them off the ship. So I'm going to wait. I'm looking into 2022 and maybe 2023. I'm going back because I love cruising. I'm just not going back soon.
I'm with you. I love cruising. May not be until 2023. I'm going to see how it all pans out, because even if they do start opening up again, I want to wait to see what's happening. I don't want to be the first to jump there, say, hey, I'm going to go on the first cruise ship sailing out. Going to wait a bit. So I'll probably wait until 2023 to see what's happening. But just like Gloria, I'm a cruise lady. We both are. We love our cruises.
Yes, we're actually trying to figure out when we can do one together. Could you imagine Silicon Valley girls chat over tea on the sea,
I'm
baby?
sure we could find a quiet place to do that.
Absolutely.
If we get
Absolutely.
internet access.
Well, you know, since I don't know if you've done any checking, my husband and I, we had a cruise booked pre-COVID. And because, you know, they're trying to get everybody back, they're giving, you know, like, you know, you have to, normally you would have to pay for the drinks. I mean, I'm talking like drinks, like, you know, some you have to pay for the sodas. You can get
Yes.
iced tea and water. And
Yes.
okay. So now that's all inclusive. It's inclusive with Wi-Fi. They have restaurants on board, and you used to have to pay not a lot, a minimal fee to eat at a restaurant instead of, I call the big ones the trough, because people always look like, I mean, there's just piles of food and people's plates are just mound up. I'm like, dear God. And now some of them are also including that. So we'll keep you informed because we will be getting on a ship.
Yeah, we will be sooner or later. Can't wait.
Me too. So this week on Monday, Ellen had Ricky Martin as a guest.
Ricky.
And I thought he is just such a cool young man. So what he did is he gave her a rose for every show that they had done up until Monday, which was 3,029 flowers. I bet that smelled amazing. I bet everyone on the studio, because you know, Ellen is the kind of person, like after he gave her those flowers, she may have kept some and then she would pass them out. She let her staff take them. If there was a local facility, you know, a nursing home, a hospital, whatever, they would just pass the flowers out because her set looked so beautiful. And Ricky Martin, okay, so we all know him from a young man. He started out, was it Menudo? Was the name of the, yes, of the group. Okay, so we've watched him grow through time, and now he's a father, and he had 3 little boys. Well, now he has a little girl, and she's 2. And you know, he said that she doesn't know how to snap her finger. He said soon she will, because she runs the house. So, you know, we know he can sing. So he starts singing a little song to her, and she goes, no, daddy, no. And he goes, no, I want to sing it. She goes, no, because she doesn't want him to sing it. She wants to watch it on television. So Ellen says to him, doesn't she know who you are and that you can sing? And she's so, you know, she's only 2. She doesn't, but the boys, they have always traveled. And they're like, Dad, when do we get to go back on the road? When do you start touring? Dad, can we go? So I just thought that that was really beautiful. And during COVID, he got a tattoo, and it's on the top of his foot up to his knee. And he said that it took 3 days. Was it 6 hours a day? Yes, 6 hours a day. And it hurt. I just don't. I don't understand.
Well, yes, it should hurt. And that's why I'm never going to do one, because I'm kind of scared.
No kidding. I mean, you know, I can play around with my makeup, and I can do a little face, you know, I can do little flowers and things. And it's, you know, at the end of the day, I just wash my face and it's all good. So that was just really funny. But, you know, Rosetta and I, we were looking at the video of him sharing those beautiful flowers with her. Did you?
Say that again. Are we going to show it, right?
Yes.
Say that again. Say that again.
Yes, we're going to
share it with you. Ricky Martin. Here you go. I'm going to share my screen for all of you that like Ricky Martin.
Woohoo!
Yes. Share the screen. Oops, sorry. I just ended the share. Don't know what happened there.
I know. We're back.
Here you go. gonna hit play. Let's see.
70 million records worldwide. Please welcome the one and only Ricky Martin.
Wow, look at
Look how
that.
beautiful.
Gorgeous. Okay, let's just take a moment to stop there and see the handsome Ricky Martin. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yes.
Those
Amazing.
flowers are gorgeous, and he is one good looking man, I must say. Look at that
Yes.
outfit. I like that
Yes.
outfit as well. Look at the red shoes he has on there.
Yes. I even like the red shoes.
Yes.
So first of all,
Yes.
how many shows in total? Is it 3,029?
We've done 3,000, I think 29 shows,
So
yes.
it's 3,029. These are 500 because I want one flower per show. These are 500. So guys, come on, let's do it. So it's one flower per show. Because you've been so amazing, Ellen.
1,000.
Ricky!
And that's just, I think what you deserve. I think that's what you deserve.
Oh my goodness. Those
Isn't that
flowers
beautiful?
are amazing, gorgeous,
Yeah.
and he's gorgeous. Did I say how good looking he is? Yes, I already
Yes, you
mentioned
did.
it.
So say it
I'll say it
again.
again. Say it again. Good looking. He's married, everyone.
Yes.
He's just gorgeous. Obviously, you know who Ricky Martin is. He is part of the LGBT community, for those of you that don't know, but I can still say he's gorgeous.
Yes.
Gorgeous, absolutely.
And a wonderful heart. That's what I love about him. He has a sweet heart.
Oh man, he's after all these years coming from Menudo, we've seen him make
Yes.
his career, and look at him, he looks as good as normal because he's been out of the limelight for a while, and
Yeah.
he came back looking great as ever.
Absolutely.
That's the 20.
Big applause.
I mean,
Come on, we can do it.
Ricky! You are so thoughtful.
Come on.
Nobody, I mean,
Just kidding.
that's
See,
so,
but Daisy
thank you so
pleasing.
much.
Thank you so much. And this is 29.
Yeah, then that's the 29.
That's the 29.
Yeah.
Oh, there you have it.
Yes. 3,029 flowers.
Gorgeous Ricky Martin. He was just amazing, and he did that. And I'm sure Ellen is going to be giving them out to her staff, keeping some. Those flowers were just
Yes.
so colorful. Oh my God, I love that. The colorful
I know.
flowers he gave. It wasn't just white. At least he threw in color there. I love it.
Exactly. I mean, I hope that they had the bouquet of healthy, beautiful flowers.
That made me smile. Looking
Yay!
at Ricky Martin made me smile.
Yes,
And the flowers are beautiful as well.
absolutely, absolutely. So Ellen always says that she feels the love in the room. She tells people that she sends it back to them to go out and make it a great day. Rosetta and I always feel the love from all of you. We thank you very much for your time to check out our little chats, and we hope and pray that you are all well, your families are well, and you're safe.
Yeah, we love our chats. Thank you everyone for supporting us. And if you're returning, we really thank you for supporting us and returning back to watch our chats. And we love
Yay!
doing it. It's just so much fun. We can't wait to get together and do it together like we used to
Yes.
pre-pandemic. Soon enough, we will do that.
Yes.
But we just want to remind you again, we would love for you to, if you liked our videos, hit that thumb icon, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our chats. Thank you so much, everyone. We had an amazing time. And for all of you out there, if you make teas, love teas, know someone that does, has a tea shop, we would love to review your teas in a future chat. As you know, we love our teas. And next week, we're going to be talking to someone that does sell teas. So we'll be coming live and we will have the teas and we'll be chatting with her and just all sorts of tea, amazing tea stuff. So please join us next week for our chat. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. And remember
Remember
to always
to always
keep
keep
smiling.
smiling.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.